You should use it in your favor, keep it like that.
So
Keep the player honest.
there's a group of answers to that.
I mean, if you have a really bad mechanic and the player give you good feedback, and I mean, what should I do? I change it, I keep it in the same way.
So I really want to do a sarcastic answer, but I'm actually going to give a real one. So this is why we do a lot of things, right? Because I don't know how many of you guys took any statistics, but you're looking for a significant sample size, right? Or you're looking for a statistically significant sample size. And if one dude loves the fact that he dies every 2 seconds from falling into pits, or that falling through the world geometry is the most awesome thing ever. Well, he's probably wrong. If everyone of the other players just was like, oh, I fell through world geometry, what a bummer. If all of your players are like, whoa, I fell through world geometry, and then we were in the surrealist wonderland, maybe we should be making the surrealist game because it's better than the game. So, the easiest way to know is just take the average, right? This is why we play this a lot with a lot of people. Other thoughts, questions?
Why do people play games?
Why do people play games? To escape the banal, money-driven reality. Oh, wait. No, why do people play games? I mean, there's a million answers to that, right? I think that everybody in this room probably has a different answer to why they play games. And my guess is, if you were to, if I were to pose that question to you, right, you would probably have a different answer on a different given day, right? Games give us a lot of things. There are different. All right, fair enough. We've hit the 5-minute warning, which we're clearly doing. So it can be anything from getting something you don't get in your real life, being rewarded and feeling powerful for your intellect or your ability to lateral think, to a way to relax, right? It's like asking, why do people watch TV? It's very different. I mean, or watch movies, right? I watch Schindler's List for a totally different reason than I would say, well, I wouldn't watch it. I did watch it before, so. But I wouldn't say I would watch them for the same reasons, right? No,
There's no way of watching Schindler's List.
What was that?
There's no way of watching Schindler's List.
Right, moving on. Any other questions? We have 5 more minutes.
Yes.
Over there?
How do you feel when you come to this code where you have an opinion, you have to design it, right? But there's some other people in your team, maybe developers, maybe producers, maybe artists, they just have this idea that they won't let go. And you don't know if you're right. I mean, the game hasn't checked yet. So you have to argue in your favor as you deal with it.
So it depends on your team, right? For all of you guys, as a designer, your core skill is communication. Is being able to deliver the essence of your idea simply to all the other people on your team. So, I mean, Blazos is great, right? You got data, and you feel like, yo, everybody said you're stupid, so you're stupid. Done. That usually solves things. Everybody thinks they can design, right? One of the easiest ways to know that this roll of the dice. I had a situation where this happened to me, where I literally said, okay, cool, get me a spec, design it, get it totally set up, gray box it for me, and we'll try it out. It never got done. Solved. You'd be surprised that when you actually say, do the work of design, how many people are not interested in design, or rapidly realize that that's a good idea. Or if it's cheap, throw it in, see if it's good, right? Like there's no reason not to. In some companies, I've seen design decisions be the total purview of the designer, only the designer gets to make things. In some cases, I've seen the designer be the arbiter, so everybody can throw stuff at the designer, and the arbiter, the designer gets to decide which one is doing the game. And in some cases, I've seen it be much more democratic. But yeah, I would say playtest it if it's cheap, and if it's not, if it's something that's going to be totally nuts, let them try and convince it, right? Because it's never going to happen. You're never going to get that underwater werewolf scene that needs to have a whole firm underwater rendering engine to be able to deliver on. So cool, make it happen. And if they want to put 1,000 extra hours in, then you can play. Other questions? Yes.
What about the policy from authority? What happens if the people from higher up, they tell you that you have to do this like this? We're going to take this idea regardless of how stupid it is, and you have to design around it.
So, this is actually this is a personal decision for you, because your option is to work a lot harder. What you have to do is build the thing that they want you to build the thing that's better, put them side by side, show them real results, show them that you were right, and that this thing is not going to give as much money, or get them as many page views, or whatever they care about, right? Show them that there's a better alternative. But it means that you're falling and putting in a ton of overtime, and I mean, I've done it before, right? If you really care about a game, you're really passionate about it, and you want to save it from your corporate oligarch who's whipping you into a situation stupid, because he thinks game design is easy and can say it from on high. You gotta have proof, right? And the only way to get proof is really cool. I wish there was a better way. Or you can just leave with 2 fingers in the ear. I hope there aren't 2 fingers. Are we out of time?
Yeah.
Great. More questions? Yeah. That one. Far back.
Yes, how you manage the story in the game? Is important the story or just ability?
By the way, you should actually just kick me out whenever we're done. And then I'll just walk over to the coffee shop and get one. So, story. I have a love of narrative in games. I believe that the narrative is almost always the wrong place to be in a game. It's much too easy to get lost in trying to create this beautiful world that you want to create, and conveying this deep narrative. To me, I usually take the mechanics of the game and say, what is the metaphor inherent in these mechanics? What do these mechanics say? Right? And I would have an experience around that. Well, then, you can take Shadow of the Colossus is a great example, right? The mechanics are all boss fights, but what inheres into the boss fight? When you take most shooters, the bad shooters don't care about the fact that your mechanic is. I am shooting a man in the face. But good ones touch on that, right? The good one's narrative accepts the fact that you are doing something that is beyond the bounds of what we normally consider normal, right? And so that's really what I do. I saw a couple more. There's one right there, yeah.
You said we should be brutally honest with each other, with ourselves about the game design. When do we know it's time to pull the plug on a project? Just say, this is it.
Hopefully earlier rather than later. So I get called to help assess that decision a lot, because teams are capable of doing it themselves, and I basically want to do it from my side. It's one of the hardest things to do. That's a skill as a game designer. If you could say, edit. Impressive skill. But often there's almost always a solution. Right? As a designer, I believe there's always a solution. There's always some shit. There's a story which may be apocryphal, but I've heard it a lot. When they were creating, have you guys been to heroes, city villains, all those sort of things? City heroes, city villains, probably never be actually shit. All right, superhero game, right? Built when EverQuest and they were over budget, over scope. And their publisher, they missed the milestones. The publisher said to them, "You guys need to convince us why."